momentarily. Listen for dial tone. Deposit the amount specified on the instruction card and dial your call again.
Anybody got a quarter?
Oh, am I doing that, bro?
Yeah. Let's set the stage.
No, you got it.
All right.
You got it.
All right, guys. Welcome to Dial Tone Podcast. I'm Taco.
And I'm Ant.
And this is episode 22. So, just to set the stage for us, things are kind of mellow on one end. So, I may go off the rails this episode.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all are welcome. So, anyways, anything new this week for you?
New things this week. I've just been working, dude. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything of interest happened, but it was pretty just work week. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No, it's all a blur.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that happens at times.
All I know is that it's Saturday now.
It is Saturday.
Having a fun time at work.
Yeah. Like you've been working a ton. You've been getting off a teeny bit early.
Nah, I'm not at all getting off early.
No.
Well, I did it this past week, so that was great.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. Yeah, nothing really cool happened at all this week, really.
Okay. Well, then, like I said,
I've just been chilling.
that happens. I've had weeks like that where it's just like nothingness.
Yeah, this past week has just been work.
Yeah.
Work, and more work.
Okay. I might have worked more hours than you this week.
No, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
But I did work like 3 times this week already.
Oh, that is a record.
Yeah.
In the past recent bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked all the days.
Yeah. You got me beat. I did work till like 10:30 one night, and then worked till like 10 another night. So
wow, that's
cool.
Crazy.
Yes, I was out there running them streets.
Yeah, just driving the deliveries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this upcoming week, hopefully I'll be able to get off early, but I doubt it.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
Hell yeah, dude.
So is early like before 7, or are we talking like 6?
Before 7.
Okay, yeah.
Anytime before 7 is like good.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I wish it was before 6. I don't think that'll ever happen.
Maybe one day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'll like take a half a day and leave at 5:30.
Yeah, one day, dude.
So, well, that's cool. So guess what I've been doing a lot of this week at the house?
Working on your room.
No. Almost. Maybe in a few weeks I'll be able to start. But gardening.
Oh, yeah, it's a good week for that.
Yeah.
Especially this upcoming week is going to be like super hot and sunny and shit.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
Yeah, I took, so where my garden was from last year, I'm only using a small chunk of it this year. The rest of it had just grown crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about leaving it so that way I can maybe try to salvage certain plants. But then yesterday I went out with the weed eater and I just cut it all.
Oh, shit.
Because my plan is, I don't know if you remember, but when you walk up to the shed, there's like a little side patio slab.
Yeah.
And right before DJ's door, there's like a wooden porch part that comes out that covers quarter of that little slab.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that completely out.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm going to do is build a porch off of the slab that runs the whole length of the slab, though.
Oh, okay.
And extend it out maybe 3-something feet. So that way I'll have a nice wide porch. Should just keep coming out, just rocking around in there. You take them out. I'll leave the toppers in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like you got a full smile if you just leave the top in.
Ooh, do I?
Yeah.
I can disguise people.
Yeah, it looks like you have a regular, all your teeth if you just have the top in.
What do you think about if I just had the bottoms in?
Nah, I wouldn't tell.
You want to try it?
I just know it wouldn't work.
Do you want to try my teeth in your mouth?
No.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious. Oh, so I did the taco time the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Posted it. I tried it like multiple times, kept fumbling over the opening. I get partially through and then end up just like brain would go blank.
Yeah, that happens.
So I click in, restart. Finally got it knocked out. Got it posted. So my mother, ever since we started the podcast, has been like, oh, I don't know if I want to listen. I'm like, well, just be aware there might be some stuff you hear that you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Well, she finally dipped her toes in and just watched the taco time the other day. So I think she went in kind of light on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there was nothing wild.
No.
So, but yeah. So that's kind of been my week. You know, a bunch of gardening, working. Went to Denny's. The other
That sounds
night,
good.
Had dinner by myself.
Oh, okay. What'd you get?
Okay, so that's what I was about to ask you is, now picture me by myself at a Denny's.
Yeah.
One, do you think I have my teeth? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, you are correct.
I know. You know, you don't like wearing them.
Right. So now imagine me with no teeth at a Denny's. And what do you think my order consisted of?
Probably a steak.
Yeah. I got 4 of them.
Why'd you get 4 steaks?
Because I can't chew them, so I just wanted to suck 4 steaks' juices.
I don't believe you.
Okay. You're correct.
I know.
That's not it. All right. Got any other like
Probably eggs.
Nope, did new eggs.
You had a soup then?
No soup. I should have thought. I didn't even think about a soup.
What'd you get?
So I got a big bowl of grits.
Uh-huh.
And then I got 4 biscuits.
And how'd you eat the biscuit with no teeth?
Yeah, because I found out earlier in the week, that I can eat a biscuit without my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So I had actually had 2 biscuits that morning before I went into work. And then for dinner, I had 4 biscuits. I did use honey mustard. I could dip them in there, get a little taste to it.
Yeah.
I really haven't tasted regular honey mustard in
a long time, right?
Yeah. So it was kind of nice.
Uh-huh.
Actually run into someone that was working there that I had met when we first started the podcast. So got to talk to them for a while, like her and her coworker. They kind of hung out around me and stuff. So I kind of had dinner by myself, but kind of didn't. So,
I know who you're talking about.
No. They follow us. They listen. They said.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they call me Uncle Taco.
Oh.
Yeah. They're a younger person.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the first time we met, I had my 2 oldest with me, and we went from like goofing off because there was nobody there really. So she just kind of kept checking on us regularly, hanging out at the table. We were all goofing and stuff. And then at some point, I ended up doing a cartwheel.
Oh, nice.
Inside of Denny's.
Yeah.
And then her fiance at the time come in. And so they're married or whatever now. But they were just engaged at the point at the time. But he come in and me and her decided to prank him that I was her uncle from like her dad's side that don't live in the area. And
he believed it?
I think so. I think
we
fooled him.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So when I saw her, she looked familiar, but I hadn't seen her in, 6 months or something.
Yeah.
Because I had just met her that one time. So I was like, hey, I think I might know you from like months ago, blah, blah. And she goes, oh, Uncle Taco, blah, 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 you know? And I was like, oh, it is you. Okay. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, it was so weird eating 4 biscuits and a bowl of grits in front of 2 people.
So are you going to get your teeth like readjusted or something? Because I feel like this has been an ongoing issue.
Yeah.
With your like eating.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be like this for a hot minute.
Oh, I thought you were about to say forever. Because then
no,
there is no point then of doing this.
No. No, I believe I have an appointment this coming up month. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have to look at my calendar. And they're going to probably do, I think they called it like a soft gel liner.
Oh,
so that
that's
way
cool.
it'll help the dentures fit in what my mouth is right now.
Yeah.
Plus it'll be like a soft gel, so it'll be more comfortable in my mouth.
I was just telling someone the other day, I haven't been to the dentist in like ever.
You should go.
I don't know. My teeth are pretty good. I don't have any cavities or nothing.
You want me to like lay you down right now and check your mouth out?
Not necessarily.
I am a dentist.
I don't believe that.
After the episode, I'm going to get my certificate.
Oh, online.
Yeah. I'm going to be like qualified in so many categories by the time we're done with this podcast.
I think any dentists and doctors and whatnot, it's kind of wild because most of them use AI to go through school. So I don't know how they're going to do as regular doctors and shit. I think pretty good, but we'll see.
Well, they'll probably just have like a robot next to them.
Just guiding the procedure or just doing it, honestly.
Yeah. And they'll just be sitting in the chair being like, damn, I lost my job to this robot, but I'm getting my cavity filled.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I think we're very close. Not very close, but we're probably getting there, you know? With, I don't know. I forgot. I think it was Square. I don't know. I forgot the name of the company. They laid off like 4,000 people because they're like, well, we're just going to have AI do your job.
Is that Square like the card reader company?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think. Or it could have been a different company.
Huh.
So like they're they're trying to cut costs, you know, like especially through this economy and whatnot. And so they're laid off about 4,000 people.
Wow.
Which is like, that is obscene.
Yeah. Could you imagine if you're at Dial Tone, we had to lay off 4,000 people?
That would be everybody.
That would be.
That'd be the entire company.
It would just be me and you at that point.
Yeah. We just went through a few rounds of layoffs, actually.
Yeah.
We laid off about 4,000 people ourselves.
Right.
We're Square.
Yeah. We're very Square individuals.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there. I think it's kind of wild. Very strange. I don't know. A lot of these companies who I think they hired a ton through COVID or after COVID, and then now it's just stabilizing. And then given the current economy and administration, it's just not going good.
Is our economy not good right now?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know.
How much have you been paying for gas?
Whatever's at the gas pump, like $4 or something right now.
What was it about a month ago?
About a month ago?
$2.70-ish.
Yeah, like $1 cheaper.
Yeah, for gas to go up that high in that given amount of time, the economy's not doing good.
Oh, okay. I just figured because of the war thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's the Strait of Hormuz that's still closed, and then so like you have all the goods that come through there is going to affect a lot of things globally. So like one of the things it's going to affect, I think, is fertilizer. So in about a year, we'll like feel the full wrath of the shortage and I think the cost of fertilizer. So like that'll trickle out to like farms and whatnot, which will trickle out to the consumer. Because in most of these companies, they're not going to pay for shit getting crazy. The consumer will.
Right.
So that's where we're at.
Okay. That's pretty
as
cool.
an economy. Yeah. It's not cool.
Oh, that's not cool.
It's not good. It's not even good at all.
No.
Tomatoes are already like, I think, was it Mexico? I think Florida also had like a horrendous farming season. So, you know, tomatoes are like absolutely way more expensive now.
So what you're saying is the tomatoes that I'm growing, instead of eating them, I should sell them.
You probably could make some money that way, yeah.
You think like $40K a tomato?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
I was thinking about going to college to be a dentist
For real?
or astronaut.
There's part of me that wants to go back to school for something. I don't know why.
Oh.
A small piece of me, but I know that's not real.
Huh. That would be intriguing.
Going back to school?
You would never have any time.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't even know how you would fit that in.
If you do online, you could just do it like on the weekend at night or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I also want to purchase an MPC to make beats.
A who?
I don't know what an MPC stands for, but it's a machine with pads on it, and you can make beats with it.
Oh, okay.
There's one for like 400 that I saw, which is a lot, but it's a hobby I want to get into.
Okay.
Well, I don't like to even call that a hobby because some people, it's like some people's careers, you know what I mean? But I do want to do it.
Well, right, but I think it's okay to have a hobby that some people use as a career.
Yeah. Oh, actually, there's a one. I don't know if you heard about this. I forgot. I just found out about this, and it's crazy. There is what the fuck? I don't remember the name of the company, but it's a photographer, like a photography company. Like some sort of like female name of a company.
Nokia.
No.
Sony.
No, dude.
I don't know.
No, it's a photographer, not camera company.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, it was like, man, Hunter Connie something. Like it was just a female name. So the Attorney General of North Carolina. So it's like the top guy, right? In the criminal justice shit, led a class action lawsuit against that photographer.
For what?
So what they were doing, and I think she probably had a team, if not it was just herself. So, you know, we've talked about this before. Wedding photography can be very lucrative as a photographer. So you can charge anywhere from like $1,500, $2,000, $3,000. I've seen photographers charge fucking $10,000 for a wedding. And so I think she was charging people like $6,000 for a wedding day.
Okay.
What she was doing is so wild. So couple would reach out to them, hey, we'd like for you to do our wedding photos. And then she would be like, I'm fully booked out, but I can squeeze you in on this day. Here's the price. And the couple would put down a deposit. Now what the photographer was doing that with like 5 people. And would book 3, 4, 5 weddings all on the same day.
Oh, okay.
So then wedding would be like very in the next week or so. Hey, we haven't heard from you. Hey, wedding's in 2 days. Haven't heard from you. Hey, we're at the wedding. And they would never show up. Meanwhile, they had a deposit. And like, I think deposits work differently with so many different photographers. For me, like a deposit with me is half up front. I take half up front.
Right. Okay.
So let's say they were doing half up front. You book 5 weddings in one day. You don't show up to all. That's $15,000 right there.
Right.
And what they would do too is if they did show up to the wedding, they would take all the photos and never give them to the couple.
Oh.
And they were doing video packages too. So it was a wild scheme. And then towards the end of last year, I think, they went out, like they said they were closing their business. They were still taking deposits for wedding up until they closed their business, closed the business and said, all right, good luck. So all of that tallied up to about $1 million. Oh,
shit.
And it affected, I think, 250, 300 couples. So the Attorney General is on the case and sued them. So I think right now they're in the process of step 1. They need to return all the photos to the couples that they have. They have 30 days to do that. And then also I saw his speech on Instagram. Like he spoke on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, you have, that's step 1. And then step 2 is going to be going after the money. And we're going to do damages and we're going to do the whole 9.
Right.
And then I was just like, yo, how much fuckery do you have to do for the attorney general to step in?
Right. Well, I mean, that's wild,
dude. Isn't that terrible too? Because like I've done wedding photography, you know. I wouldn't. Even if I was sick, I would show up for that shit. Because like I'm never gonna have any couple last minute have to find a different photographer. And if that was the case where I couldn't do it, I couldn't make it, I would pay out of my own pocket, find someone who I think is amazing, whatever how much they cost. Hey, are you available this weekend? I cannot go, and I would pay that person to go.
Right.
Because like
you still got to deliver.
I still have to,
in some form or fashion.
And I would probably refund the couple's money. Like that's how I would approach it. You know what I mean? So like to do that at that scale, you're such a piece of shit. Like that's so crazy to me.
Now, so picture being at a wedding. Like you got booked. You got your half. You show up. You're walking around. You're doing your photos. And then the bride don't come out.
Oh, like...
Or she run off. Like get cold feet.
Oh.
Now, would you as a photographer try to like capture her like running?
No.
So that way you could like
I would
go to them and be like, hey, you don't have to pay me the other half, but if you pay me half of that, like 75% of the total, I'll give you the runner photos.
That is actually a very, very good question. I've never thought about that.
Okay.
Well, like I never thought about how I would get paid after.
Mm-hmm.
I also, for me, my contracts, like, well, it all boils down to the contract, really.
Oh, okay.
But in my contract, it's half up front, and then I get paid the other half once I've delivered the photos.
Mm-hmm.
So upon delivery, you owe me the other half.
Right.
So I guess it depends on the contract.
Okay. Okay.
But dude, that would be insane. So like the weddings that I have done, there has been a thought in my head of like, what if like they just call it here? That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
And now I really want to look into different photographers and their stories about that so bad. Because I'm curious, like, I don't know what I do. Like, let alone it's a shit show for the family.
Right.
Like, I would be in the same boat with the DJ and the fucking caterers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially for the that would be terrible. But, all right, in all seriousness, I would message whoever and say, hey, so per the contract, right? Per the contract we have, you know, we kind of owe me some money.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, bad timing.
And I do have these photos to deliver.
Yeah, if you want them.
But I need the rest of the money.
I think it'd be a great memory for the day.
Dude, that's so wild. I can't believe I've never thought through that.
Yeah.
I've only thought through like if I lose the photos or if I delete them by accident or if they get corrupted. Like I've only thought through those scenarios. But I've never thought through on a full wedding day like how that would.
Gotcha.
I think one of the wildest things that I've seen at a wedding, I'm not going to say which wedding. Hopefully it's not saying much. So there's been multiple weddings I've done where the bride happened to be pregnant.
Okay.
All right. So I've done multiple weddings. One of those weddings, actually, I saw it multiple times with these people who were pregnant. They were just smoking all day. And I was like, you shouldn't really do that, but I'm not going to say anything and I'm not going to photograph it either.
Right. Why not?
Cause like they were hiding it from like most of the people.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm not I'm not gonna spill the beans there. You know what I mean?
I'd be like, hey, do you want one for yourself? Because I got a couple.
Dude, that. What else have I seen? I don't know. I luckily, like, the most craziest things. I mean, they haven't really gone down too bad.
I got one for you.
What?
All right, so you're there, you're snapping away, doing your photo thing, right? Well, you happen to take a photo of, say, the woman or the man that's going to get married, but they're kissing maybe the wife's sister. Or
If I saw that at a wedding?
yeah, and you say you captured it on photo because you're just clicking away.
I would deliver that. I would send it to them because, like,
would you pre-message the other person? You know, like after, like once you, because you may not even realize it while you're there.
the honest truth is, I would wait till I got paid first.
Yeah. Okay.
First and foremost, I would.
Right, and then be like,
And
Daniel.
then be like, hey, so, I need separate emails to send these photos out. I don't. It's just a program that I use.
Yeah.
I would get her email personally, and then email her, hey, I have a photo you're gonna need to see, and I'm gonna send it to you on the side.
Now, would you charge?
I wouldn't. No,
Okay.
I wouldn't charge any. Oh, you're talking about blackmailing the fucking guy? I would not do
Not
that.
blackmailing, but just be like, look, I've got a couple photos that you may want to see that I'd not include in your wedding photographs. 50 bones.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
Well, they're paying me a lot of money already.
Right. Well, and I guess they paid for like all
Of the photos, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
And also, like, I think with like photographers in general, what I see, and I learned this from a wedding photographer on YouTube named John Branch Photography. Dude, if I had never watched his YouTube videos as religiously as I have, I would not know how to shoot a wedding because of his. So, like, on his YouTube channel, he has 3-hour-long videos, and he'll take you through an entire wedding day. So, honestly, I watched like 5 of them, and I was like, oh, okay, I know how this works.
Gotcha.
Anyway, another thing that I picked up from him is a lot of photographers, when they shoot people or take gigs or whatever, they do the whole, for $100 you get 20 photos. For $200 you get 40 photos or whatever, right? Like, that's how their packaging works.
Oh.
And for me, I'm like, I just give you everything that I think is good. So, and I always make that very upfront. So, like, if you're like, I have a maternity shoot in about like a week, and they've worked with me before, so they know we're gonna shoot for like probably an hour to maybe 2 hours, and I'm gonna send you all the photos that I think are best.
Right. It could be 80 or it could be 120.
It could be 15. It could be 80. It could be 1,000. Like, because I kind of suck at making selections sometimes, because like there'll be 2 images that are so close together, but I'm like, ooh, one's better than the other one. Like, there's a subtle difference here. Or I don't know. Like, I think if I'm taking somebody's picture, like, they should take everything. Like, I'm going to give you everything I think is good. Because, like, this is my work and I want you to like it. So I'm not going to, go ahead and just withhold shit from you. You know what I mean?
So, and I think I'm pretty positive we've discussed this like off episodes. But you also won't release stuff that you don't feel is worthy of being released.
Oh, yeah.
Like, to a certain standard.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, like, let's say I do a shoot. And this is aside from a wedding, because a wedding, there's no redos. Right. So let's say I'm doing like a couple shoot, family shoot. And if for whatever reason I'm looking at all the photos and I'm like, nah, this ain't it. I will tell the people, hey, I don't like what I did. So I like to do this again and do it a little differently.
Yeah.
Because I don't, and then obviously I don't charge them for that if that were to happen. And then I also do the vice versa. I do give couples or people an option. Hey, and I always tell people this, I like to be very transparent with everybody, and I want transparency from you too. So if you get your photos and you're not wowed, you need to tell me, and I will go ahead and redo it. You know what I mean? Because I think when it comes down to my photography work, there's like a certain level that I like to take it to. And if it's not there, then I feel like I'm skimping people or just really honestly like playing myself. You know what I mean? Because like this is my name attached to it. So I got to make sure it's like the best it can be. You know what I mean?
Understood.
So when it comes down to a lot of the work I do, if it's not up to par and I'm charging someone for it, then I will just go ahead and redo it.
So, and I think we've talked about this also. So say you do a photo shoot. We'll just say like the maternity one that's coming up. And let's just say you take 400 photos in that, say what, an hour.
Yeah.
And you go through, you do your editing, and there's 100 that you want to put to them. And you go, hey, I've got your photos ready, blah, blah, blah. There was 100 of them. Now, if that couple were to hit you up afterwards and be like, hey, I know you said there was 100. Were there any other ones that you took that you didn't feel were up to par? Could we purchase the whole lot?
Yeah.
Like,
So
how would you handle that?
So for me specifically, I would tell them like I don't provide that personally. So there are photographers that you can hire where I took 300 photos and you can buy all of them and edit them yourself. Like that's a package. Like I'll shoot it, but you edit it however you want. I'm just gonna give it to you raw. Me, I don't do that. I don't like if I didn't give you a photo or send it to you, it's because it's not it just me as the artist, I'm choosing that to not release this.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
W Energy. If you're like us and need something to get through long days, late edits, work, or just staying locked in, W is a solid go-to. It gives you that energy boost without feeling like you're just crushing another boring energy drink. They got a lot of great flavors, mix is easy, and it's something you keep at the desk, in the car, wherever your day takes you. So if you want W Energy, check them out and use our code
Dialtone, DIALTONE for 10% off.
Dialtone at checkout, save yourself 10%.
W. Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you don't think you have a price?
I mean, there's always a number.
Okay, well that's
There's always a number. What do you mean? Yeah, of course.
Okay, well that's one.
Like if they're like, yeah, we'll give you like $4,000 for the rest. Okay, take everything.
Yeah,
Take it all.
Here's some from a couple maternity.
Yeah, I'll give
of other people.
Of other people, just take it all.
Here's my whole collection.
Well, I was talking to my girl about this yesterday. Like, there's times, and I've done this before too, where sometimes it's not shit you want to do. You know, like whether it's a couple you don't want to work with or just an idea that you're like, I don't really like that. You just, you overprice it. So like, let's say, I don't know. Okay, like I don't do I don't do birthing shoots, like in the hospital.
Birth.
Yeah, I don't do those.
Okay.
Right. So somebody was like, "Hey, I really like your work, and this is what I'd like to hire you for." Immediately, I'd go, "Okay, my packages really start at like $5,000," and they're gonna be like, "No."
But son, if someone said yeah,
but if they say yeah, I'm like, well, at least I'm getting paid a lot for something I don't want to do.
Now, say if you were like, hey, $5,000's my number because I know probably no one in their right mind is going to do this. Let's just say someone did. Would you try to backpedal and be like, oh, okay, so what dates are we?
No. Let me rephrase. What I really would do. Hey, I'd like to hire you for birthing shoot.
Mm-hmm.
What I honestly would do is tell them up front, hey, I thank you for liking my work.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate that. I personally don't like that's something I don't specialize in. It's something I've never done, and personally I don't really like to do. You know, I can try to help you find someone who specializes in that, so you can get the something that you're wanting. And if they are very adamant on like, no, we love what you do,
Right?
we see your work, we like you as a person, whatever they have to say, then I'll try to overprice it.
Gotcha.
And then if they say yes, then at that point I'm just gonna do it.
Right, and then you realize like this is my calling.
No, dude. I mean, like specifically those birth shoots are fucking crazy. Like I've seen photos of them, and they're like, the people who specialize in that, they are amazing at what they do. Because I'd be in there like, what do I take pictures of? Do I take pictures of like the baby coming out? Do I like what like? Okay, honestly, if I was in somebody's giving birth and I'm in the room as a photographer, I might get some of those shots, like subtle, like, but make it very like art as I could. And then what I would mainly capture is I would try to go for the emotion behind this whole experience, right? Like from the mother to the father to the doctors to any family members there, their family members in the waiting room. I'll go get their photo. Like I would try to capture the feel. That's all I would really do. Like I said, I've never done it before, but that's all I would go for.
So I think I may have found my niche.
What?
It's Taco, the birth snapper.
It's, dude, it's a very visceral fucking time to be like, okay, so like for example, I shot an engagement shoot one time. Okay. Sorry, let me phrase. I've shot a proposal.
Okay.
So it was really cool. So the guy, the couple, they were awesome. And the guy was like, hey, so I'm going to let's make her think that we're going to do just a regular couple portrait. And I was like, all right, cool. What I'll do is let's do this. Hey, I'm going to reach out to her and be like, hey, you and your boyfriend, I really like you guys. I have worked with them before. I really like you guys. And I want to do like some really cool couples thing together for my portfolio. Like, is that something you'd be interested in? And she's like, oh my God, yes, whatever.
Right.
Meanwhile, she didn't know that we were planning, like I was planning this shit with the boyfriend on the side. So it was so stressful because it was a proposal.
Yeah.
Never shot that before.
Okay.
Ever. So we pick a date, right? And it's on the beach. And I remember picking up like, champagne, shit like that, because I told them this is for my portfolio. So I want it to really, I told her to wear a red dress. I was like, hey, make sure he's all dressed up and shit, whatever. And then I even told her, make sure you have your nails done. Right. And then, so we get to the beach at this time, and I had brought my speaker with me, and I told the guy, I need you to write a card for her. Okay. And then tell me what your song is. Like you and her have a song. Tell me what it is. When you hear that song, that means it's time. So it was fucking wild, dude. So we're shooting, blah, blah, blah. And then right at sunset is when I wanted to take the pictures. So I played the song. He heard the song. And I like being involved in that moment was like insane because it's such an intimate moment. And all you heard was my camera go, like, you know what I mean? It's like the first kiss at a wedding, you know? So I'm like getting his face, I'm getting her face, I'm getting the whole moment, like all of that. And they came out fucking banging. They're on my website. They're in my portfolio because they were really good. But I remember like leaving that whole shoot. I was like, you know what's crazy? That forever they're going to tell the story of how they got engaged. And I'm involved in that.
Right.
For the lifetime of their marriage.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's like one of those things. So like if I was shooting births, like I would be involved in that for until this kid, and until he dies essentially or whatever.
You'd be Uncle Aunt,
I don't. No. I'd just be the photographer.
like second cousin aunt.
Maybe like maybe like first cousin, second remove times 5, past removed.
Yeah, and I was like the neighbor.
Yeah, you were just a neighbor that. Yeah.
And I was like their fifth cousin.
Yeah, I agree. So it's just fucking crazy, dude. Like I want to shoot a lot more on Sundays. So like I want to like book out my Sundays really bad to just shoot, cuz I just invested in another wagon for my shit.
Okay.
Have I showed you the wagon I got from my photography gear?
No.
So I got a small wagon.
Is it here?
It's in the trunk of my car.
You want to go get it?
We're recording.
That's okay. I'll hold them.
So I got a wagon.
Okay.
And I used it on my cousin's graduation shoot. And that was awesome.
Okay. I thought you got another wagon.
So I just ordered another one.
Oh, okay.
So
You did.
I ordered a second one, and it's a double decker.
Oh shit!
All right, my flash had broke. Right? Remember I think I said that on the episode. I broke my flash.
Right.
So I ordered another flash, another stand, another umbrella. So now that means I have 2 stands. I have 2 photography stands. Well, technically I have 3, but I have 2 flashes. The stands are actually like really, really heavy duty stands, like flash stands. So I got a double decker, and it also has Velcro straps on the side. So I can just strap everything and put my case in and just be rolling. So it should be here by my next shoot.
Okay.
And I'm like slowly building out like the gear, but my next thing that I'd like to invest in is a new lens. I think I've said that on this podcast before. I just don't want to drop the money on a new lens.
Right.
Because a new lens is about $3,000.
You know what I could see this going to?
What?
So you got the wagon. Now you got a double decker wagon.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we played, I think it was in Rules of Survival. I don't know if you were playing that with us.
No, I wasn't. We were playing PUBG.
Okay. So before that, we were playing Rules of Survival. One of their vehicles, I think it was called like a tuk-tuk. And picture like your double-decker wagon, but it's enclosed, almost like a mail van.
Oh, okay.
But the seat up front, I think, is only for one person. So it's just like a small enclosed box behind it, essentially.
Okay.
So I picture your evolution going to be in something of that. Maybe like going to a bicycle with like a wagon set up behind it, and
so
one of them.
Let me say this. Like, I went on TikTok. Before I bought the first little wagon.
Yeah.
And I just saw how it made life easier because the amount of times I've been on a shoot where it's like I have my book bag, another bag, I got to hold this, and then when you're on a shoot, also you're going from like this spot to the next location, to the next location.
Right.
And when I was doing my cousin's graduation shoot, I was like, man, why am I just now buying this? And also same with my little like hard Pelican case thing from, I have the Apache case from Harbor Freight.
Is that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and also I have the insert in it now.
Oh, you'll have to show me that.
Yeah. So, I bought that first. And then I took that to Fayetteville with me. And I was like, this is amazing. I don't know why I never did this before.
Right.
Got that wagon. Why did I never do that before? Now, when I saw the double-decker wagon where it had a top and bottom and it can save my back from going up and down so much, I was like, oh, I'm buying this.
Yes. And
you're 100% correct when saying the evolution is happening.
A golf cart.
Oh, so
a side by side.
Well, here's the thing, right? With a golf cart and all that, like, how do I get it to the location?
You buy a separate pickup truck with a trailer for photo shoots.
Well, have you ever, those Sprinter vans? I've also seen a lot of people convert those into photography booths.
which I think, the one barbershop that you used to use?
Yeah.
And there's that one guy that has it.
Yep.
I could picture. So I was thinking about this the other day, yesterday, matter of fact, or maybe this morning when I was watering my garden and stuff. I can't remember. It was yesterday or this morning.
Yeah.
And you had brought up about the Sprinter van, I think last episode.
Yeah.
Like the ability to like work from home. And I know me and you've like talked off air. And I was sitting there picturing, I was like, okay, say if Ant kept doing his normal Monday through Friday job, he could technically do that while traveling, you know?
Of course.
And then it was like, I was thinking about your partner's career.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, because you had also previously brought up.
I already thought through it.
About traveling tattoo artists.
Yeah. I already thought through it.
And I was like, that's brilliant. Cause like she could sign up for different.
So essentially the way it could work is if I was wanting to do that full time.
Well, yeah.
Right. Like as in, hey, let's figure out where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get hired to do media for wherever we're going.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're both just making money and doing that, which could be a potential reality at some point in our lives. Like, I definitely would like to just do that. And then, funny enough, I was talking about retirement with my therapist this morning. And I don't know how you feel about this, but like currently, right now, and I know kids can change this, and you know, if you have grandkids and you get older and all this shit, currently, I see myself working, doing what I do till I'm 85 years old.
Okay.
Like, even if it's like something with literally what I'm doing on my computer, right? Like for the company I work for. But primarily, I want to just keep working because, you know, I'm a creative, and so is my lady, you know? So I don't really foresee us at some point never not working. But what I was thinking would be cool, like when I get into the later ages of like 65, 70, around there.
Like my age.
You're not that old. Like opening up a film store, like a film photography store, where I will hold like seminars and classes and introduce photography into a community, and like also teach the business of photography and the ins and outs, you know, and have a coffee shop on the side or a tattoo shop on the side.
Ooh, what about, so say y'all get to the point.
Yeah.
Y'all got y'all's place, your, you know, because I could see a point of like, maybe y'all aren't working full-time hours.
Yeah.
But maybe like she's doing guest spots.
Oh, 100%.
Like locally, you know, at different places. Occasionally, it could be once or twice a week at that point, whatever it may be that y'all decide, she decides, right? You maybe aren't working for a certain company full-time, but because of your incomes in other avenues and other places, you're able to pick up little here and there jobs like, oh, I got this contract with this company for a month to, you know, help push their business in a certain direction. Maybe you're doing seminars and stuff like that. And then y'all go, oh, okay, we want to go get in our Sprinter van and travel for like 3 months. So y'all set it up ahead of time. You're like, oh, we're going to go to this community that's right outside of Houston, Texas, and we're going to be there for 2 weeks. And you rent out, you know, like a event hall or something like that, and you hold certain cinema, how you say that word again?
Seminar?
Yeah. Where you can talk about the art stuff. But then in your Sprinter van, she could tattoo out of it.
It's
so many possibilities.
It's a very like weird thing, because what you're saying, I was telling my therapist this morning, like the things I say now are like actual could be realities instead of dreams, right?
Yeah.
So like
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, Please record your message.
This episode has been brought to you by Distilled Union. We actually did secure a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Shout out Taco. Distilled Union, they make smart minimalistic gear that actually makes your everyday carry easier. And I purchased one of their key loops. It's all my keys right now. No more jingle jangle of the keys. We got it all secured. Easy to share my key with people. Check them out. When you're ready to upgrade your wallet or phone setup, go to Distilled Union, use promo code
Dial tone, that's DIALTONE.
Dial tone at checkout and you'll get 20% off your entire order. Check them out. Links will be in the description.
Save that money.
It was like a very good conversation I had with her. And then we talked about one of the things I was thinking about, they say money doesn't buy happiness, which I think is correct. It doesn't. Yeah. But with money, you can get comfortable. In the sense of
yes,
you're not in that state of survival so much. And when you're not, and it's like a very amazing, I'm so blessed to be in that type of mindset of I don't really have to think about survival as much. Or where's the next check coming from? Where's this money coming from? Oh my God. Like I told you, I need to get a new tire.
Right.
Dude, this was 2 years ago. I'd be like, holy fuck, I need to get a new tire. And now it's just, I just need to get a new tire.
Right.
Right? It's just a thing. And I'm comfortable. I don't have to stress out as much about finances.
Yeah.
So that allows me to really think of these really awesome things or do these awesome things without having to second guess it.
Right, because you have that comfort financially that you could invest your time into other potential passions and projects.
Yeah.
Versus if you're paycheck to paycheck, not being able to pay bills on a regular, you have to invest all your time into just trying to get by financially.
Right, which is why I am extremely grateful for where I'm at, because we just talked about where the economy's at, and so many people cannot find a fucking job, and if they find the job, it's still I need to get a second job, or I need to single moms or single parents fucking have 3-4 kids, and they need to find a job. And they find a bullshit job that's not work all this stuff and that's just common now, and I'm very grateful that I don't have to be in that. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. And of course, anything can happen.
Right.
But I'm like I said, I'm just super happy with where things have gone so far, and how crazy the past year has been. We're already in May,
right?
And
we're almost in June, bro.
We're almost.
That's the middle of the year, I think.
Yep. So we're getting to June, and now, I don't even me and my lady are gonna find our first place together, and I don't, dude. It's crazy. If that would have been a thing that we were doing 2 years ago, I would be panicking. I don't know how we're gonna afford this. I don't know how we're gonna do this. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Right.
But now it's I can find a place and have my choice of whatever and move in, hire movers. Oh, we need a washer dryer. Okay, cool. Let's go buy it. That is crazy, dude, given the current state of everything. And like I said, I'm lucky and blessed to be where I'm at. And, I want to continue down this path.
Oh.
What?
You could hire me as your personal driver assistant bitch person.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Why not?
Because that's crazy. And also I'm not that fucking rich.
Can I say your last name on there?
Preferably no, not yet.
I'd be like, Mr. Anthony, where would you like to go today?
No, well,
I would never address you in a friendly manner.
No, if you were doing that, if we were doing that, I would obviously pay you extremely well.
And $5 in a.
Are you crazy? No, I would research what the median salary is for somebody like that.
Yeah.
And then pay you probably $20K above that.
Oh.
So I would only assume that the median salary for like, it sounds like a personal driver.
It's like 3.2 million a month.
No, I don't know what if I were to guess, it would be like easy yearly salary, like 150 to 200K. Easy.
Yeah, I could imagine somewhere in that nature.
Because like you know, and it also depends on that type of contract too, which is crazy. I'm actually surprised you've never thought about doing that.
So, before I was a cab driver, when I was working at Taco Bell, where the nickname originates from, right?
Yeah.
Well, sort of where the nickname originated from. I didn't have a license yet. I had a scooter, like a moped.
Okay.
And I was staying over. Where was I staying at? It don't fucking matter. I don't remember where I was staying. I think over at my aunt's near you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At the time, but anywho, so the whole reason I got my license is there used to be this guy here in the area, and he owned one of them companies that the vehicles go through and sweep the parking lots.
Yeah.
Different businesses and such.
Yep.
And so he owned that, but he had some health issues, and he could no longer drive himself. So he hired individuals, I think they were like 8-hour shifts every day, 24 hours a day. And you would go to his house and you would sit there until he was, hey, I need to go to the grocery store. Hey, can you take me to, like, me and my wife or whatever, to Raleigh for a concert? And, and you pretty much just were his personal chauffeur.
Wow.
And that's why I got my license originally.
To do that.
The issue is he was also a recovering addict that wasn't always recovering.
Oh.
And I was very early in recovery at that point.
Oh, so that wasn't a good mix.
Yeah, so the guy that so I knew the guy personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. So my sponsor in the program was also his sponsor.
Oh.
At one point, I think he jumped around from the different sponsors. But my sponsor and a couple other people in that community were his personal, chauffeur workers. So they were going to bring me on, to fill one of the shifts or whatever, But then because of his recent falling off the wagon, they didn't feel it would be comfortable, because one of the things that you would have to chauffeur him to
was to a deal
is to go get dope and shit.
Yeah.
They just didn't feel like me being in the house with him when he was getting high or having to go pick up shit would be a safe environment.
So they removed you from that situation, essentially.
Yeah. So I never even got the actual job. I never even did a shift.
Okay.
And then I ended up with my license.
And you got in the cabin.
And then a guy in recovery was like, oh, how would you like to make? Because he was like, how much do you make a month at Taco Bell? And I was like, like 800. And he was like, how would you like to make that in a weekend or so? And I was like, well, as long as it ain't, sucking dick or smoking crack or selling crack,
I'm good with it.
I was like, let's roll.
Dude, that's so crazy, because I can see you as a personal driver. Mm-hmm. And I think in New York City, bro, it's insane how much you can make. So I think prior to Uber, Uber coming out, you'll be in a cabbie in New York City, and they charged up the ass for the
medallion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you had that, and let's just say you were not even a yellow cab. I mean, yellow cab drivers made obscene money.
Right.
But if you were a limo driver or driving those caddies, right, the Cadillacs or whatever.
Did you know I've drove a limo before?
Did not know that. You were a limo driver?
There was a company I worked for out of Wilmington. We also had a limo service. And I got trained and certified to be a limo driver.
Wow.
I think I only did one event, just because I ended up going into dispatching with the company as well.
Yeah.
And they used me more in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I think It's crazy. Like I don't think people understand how much you really enjoy driving. No, like people like I like to drive personally, but you love driving.
Right. This is how I explain to people, and I'm sure I've told you this way too many times. But I'm gonna tell you again.
Yeah, tell me.
For these fucks here.
Yeah, tell me.
So I want everyone to picture something that they do or experience that just like calms their mind, you know, whether it go sit at the beach, listen to the ocean, go sit on top of a mountain, go out to your back porch with a cup of coffee, whatever it might be. And that feeling that you get when you're in that zone of just that peace, and you just release all the stress and the worry. That's what I get from driving.
Yeah.
And it don't matter if it's rush hour traffic, when I was driving through Manhattan, when I used to drive in Pittsburgh, you know.
Well, I think also too, I think there's you also have a control, I don't like to say it that way, but like a control, like a control thing.
Right.
Like I've never driven you in the year ever.
Right.
Like I think the only way I think I would ever drive and you ride in the passengers is if you were hurt or something.
And I would still probably try to
and you
drive.
would still, or if you were, actually, let me rephrase, the only way I think I would ever foresee me driving you is if you were like unconscious for whatever reason. I'm trying to get you to the hospital.
Maybe like when I die, you can drive the hearse.
I can do that. Yeah.
I can put that into my will.
I would do that.
But you got to drive me like how we drove on PUBG.
Oh my God.
Because you're going to be older also, so you can risk a couple bones.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I'll just rip it, dude.
On the back of a motorcycle.
Yeah. Have you seen me drive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
it.
Yeah, I was in the car with my lady last night, and we were going. I was taking her to cookout, and I was like, the light had turned green, and I fucking did everything I could to get up to 25 as fast as possible because it's funny to me.
Yeah.
Because my car, I drive a Jetta. And it has like the tiny little turbo in it.
Oh, okay.
So it makes it sound like it's a vroom vroom car.
Yeah.
But it by all means is not a vroom vroom car.
Gotcha.
I drive it like a vroom vroom car because it's funny to me. And like my old car was a Kia Forte. That shit did not get up to speed for shit. I don't know if you remember that. That Kia did not get up to speed for anything. Was
that white also?
Yeah, I've only had white cars.
I was just trying to picture.
It just happened.
Yeah.
And it's funny enough, my next car, potentially, I think I want to get a white RAV4.
Oh, okay.
I don't do any fucking mountain shit or fucking trail shit or I don't drive to those places. But I like the look of the car.
Okay.
Or the SUV, especially when it has a roof rack on it. I think it looks pretty sick.
See, I'm more of a Toyota 4Runner.
Yeah, I can see that. I have
always, so I dropped off these college kids in Wilmington years and years back when I was cabinet. And in the apartment complex, there was this white 4Runner parked right where I'd pulled up. And it was like all white. Interior was white. It was super fucking clean. And I fell in love like at first sight with this thing.
With a 4Runner?
With a fucking 4Runner.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Now, I wouldn't fuck a 4Runner.
You drive it.
But I would drive the fuck out of it.
So, like, you know, my Forte, and also, like, back in New York, all my friends had older, like, my best friend had an Acura from, like, I think it was, like, a 96 Acura.
I thought you were going to say bus passes.
Well, I had those for sure.
All my friends had bus passes.
I had a Metro card. No, like, so my best friend growing up, his dad, like, they were into the Japanese car culture. So my best friend's dad had like a 94 Accord, I think. And he loved that car. Like he still has that car. He loves that car. He had a 96 Honda Accord hatchback with butterfly doors. So the front doors went up like a Lambo.
Yeah.
And then my friend had an Integra.
Mm-hmm.
And so, given that all the cars that I've ever been in have been extreme, like, and their cars, they drop them to the floor.
Right. Yeah.
So, like, I've always been in sedans or lower cars.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like, in my next car, I kind of want to get SUV,
Okay.
but I kind of like having the little get up and go of a sedan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I have, like I said on the last episode, I've been looking at older cars.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want like a project car, low key. And then when I get older, I want to get a lowrider.
Oh,
Really bad, like really like candy paint the whole thing, like make it almost West Coast feeling.
yeah.
'Cause I think they look sick. I do want to get one of those. I want to get an older Honda,
Mhm.
souped all the way up, like built. And because of this Jetta, I've really been getting into Volkswagen cars. Like
Okay.
the Jettas and the Golfs are really fucking dope.
Look, this is where I could see if me and you are still like homies,
Yeah.
because I've always liked an El Camino.
Yo, that'd be sick. Yeah,
So-
Caminos. Yeah.
Could you picture you getting whatever kind of lowrider,
Yeah.
but I get an El Camino and turn it into a lowrider also?
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick, dude.
Are them the rims, are they called like spree
Are you talking about with the
spinners?
where when you stop they still look like they're moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, spinners, yeah.
Yeah, or like spree wells or something like that.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've always liked them.
I never was a fan of any spinners personally.
I
but-
saw something in I was in Lafayette, Louisiana, where I saw it, right? And it was these rims or something, or spokes or something. I don't even know what to classify it is. But so you've got a tire. I need something circular. Okay. So you got your normal tire, and usually the rims will like sit within it.
Yeah.
Picture like it coming out like
yeah.
this,
I know what you're talking about.
but like a good foot or two
Yeah, that's
from the car.
that's a style. That's like a lowrider style.
Yeah, so
Yep.
there was a vehicle, like I can't remember what kind of vehicle, but it was nice.
Yeah.
But it was an older one, but it was like decked out, but it was more like a
Like it was like a
caddy or something like
Yeah.
that, but like an older one, like box shaped and everything. And then I saw another vehicle, he had them, but then he had the spare on the trunk,
Uh-huh.
and it had it coming out, you know, from, because it was like
Yeah.
mounted on the back like this, and then the spokes or whatever come out like that. And that was wild because it looked like a damn wing.
Yeah, that's that style
Yeah.
for those. And
So
well, you know that Subway that on Piney?
yeah,
So I was there one day where I didn't run into you.
right.
And
That
then
happened.
some guy in my rear view, like it caught my eye like really quickly. I looked at my rear view in the parking lot. I was waiting for my sandwich to get done at the Subway,
Mhm.
and I was looking, and he had the cleanest caddy lowrider, like candy painted, like it was like blue and yellow.
Ooh,
And everything. He had the furry dice on the fucking thing.
yeah.
Like I just looked at it, and then I went and grabbed my sandwich and walking. I kept looking at it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Damn, dude! Like, you really brought that thing out. Like that shit is so clean."
right.
And I'm not a big car guy,
Mm-hmm.
but there's sometimes where I'm driving, and I'm like, "Man, look at that! That's a clean fucking car."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people, they get into like a lot of people get into McLarens, Lamborghinis,
okay.
Ferraris, and like those are cool, but I don't know what it is about like a 97 Jetta or M3 from like 91.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's just like those cars have style to them.
You remember the Eclipses?
Yeah, the Eclipse, Mitsubishis.
Yeah, that was in that range.
Like
that
Too
was-
Fast, Too Furious, like that type of shit.
I don't know if they had it on. I watched one of them.
Well, have you seen the one with Tyrese in it? It's
I've
the
seen the
second-
one with Vin Diesel in it.
That's all of them.
Okay.
Oh, actually, Tyrese is on all of them. Well, the first one that he was in. So you know how they have the Fast and the Furious, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second one was Too Fast, Too Furious.
I believe so.
Okay, and that second one or was it a Lancer? No, I think it was an Eclipse. Or was it a Spot? I'm pretty sure Tyrese in the second one, the purple car.
Okay.
I'm confident that was an Eclipse.
Oh, okay. I can Google that.
That one,
Just out of curiosity.
the Eclipses are pretty nice. Man, dude, I just want to get an old car so bad. I need to learn how to drive manual because then that opens up my options. Because I have no idea how to drive manual.
I had a manual once.
I've never. I've driven a manual one time. My homie, he had an old Toyota pickup. I don't know what. I think it was like an F-150. I don't know. And where I used to work at, we were talking. He was like, yo, do you want to try to drive it? And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. He's like, it's an old pickup, like it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So we go to the Roses parking lot, and I'm driving in circles, and I'm shifting, stalled that shit like 3 times, dude.
Oh,
I was like, yo, I'm not driving this shit no more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck up your whole everything in here.
Yeah, you know.
And it is wild too, because I understood the concept. But like, is it one of those things where once you do it enough, it just is so natural?
Yeah, because like when I got my manual, and I didn't even have it that long. We were gonna get it from DJ's mama's uncle was getting rid of his.
Yeah.
And we were gonna get it for cheap. So we were gonna bring it in because at the time we just had one minivan. So I was going to be able to leave the minivan with her and the kids, and then I could take the car. I don't even remember what kind of car. It was just a basic, like 4-door. But it was a manual. And I had drove a manual here and there when I was younger, but not like I didn't have one, so it was just like maybe 3 or 4 times, kind of gig. So I had a brief experience with it. But I learned how to drive one with that vehicle. And yeah, there was a lot of stalling out and just like thinking I had it. And then I'd get down the road somewhere, get to like a stoplight and not have it anymore.
What about on the hills, dude?
The hills were a little tricky. Now, it was funny because when he brought the car out, I want to say me and her took it out because he stayed at the apartment with the kids.
Yeah.
So we could have like a date night. And I remember me and her were driving and we got into it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm agitated. I'm pissed off. Next thing I know, I was driving like I had been driving a stick for 5 fucking years because I wasn't thinking about it. So at some point, we're like bickering back and forth and shit. And I'm just, right? And then she looks and she goes, wow, you're a really good driver. Like you can drive a stick when you're pissed off. And I was like, fuck you, man. But like,
Yeah.
and then we kind of like.
So you're saying to do manual, just don't think about it?
Yeah. Like once you get the concept, you do it for a little bit because you're going to have periods, but honestly, like if you got it and say like every day for a week, you took it here to the office to work, maybe leave 15, 20 minutes earlier just so you can have them moments of stalling out and be like, oh, fuck, Jesus. But after like a week of doing it, you'll be solid.
Yeah, I really want to, like I said, learn because it just seems like so fun. But also a lot of these older cars, they just come stick. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And what am I going to do? Go fucking pay $2-3 grand to swap out the trans to an automatic and go through all that. You know what I mean? Like that's so unnecessary.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe next time soon I will go ahead and just purchase a manual and figure it the fuck out. You know?
Before next episode?
No.
Oh, maybe we could have the episode in your new car while you're trying to learn.
That would be, I would be stressed.
That could be an Aunt Rants day.
I would be stressed, dude. Like
that would be the whole thing.
So stressed. Fucking forget it. Especially if we're on like we're on Western. Speaking of which, I think Coastal had their graduation today. And Western was an absolute shit show when I went to Walmart.
Oh, was it?
And even so, I'm with my grandfather. You know what I mean? I'm driving. People are like speeding and trying to cut me off. And then he's like, look at these idiots. And he doesn't even drive. So if he can pick up on that, I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
And, but yeah, like let's say like today and I stalled out on Western, I would just have a panic attack. I'd be like, you know what? We're good.
Yeah, it can be very like in the moment overwhelming. Like when you stall out like at a light, traffic's built up behind you, and then light turns green and you start to go and then you stall.
Boom. Yeah.
Especially like if you stall and you're like panicking, so you try to get it and then you stall the second time.
Yeah.
And then now you got motherfuckers behind you. And even if they're polite and they ain't honk their horn or anything like that,
You feel some type of way.
you feel that pressure, you know? But, you know, fuck them.
Yeah, 100%. I think like I said, I love my Jetta and whatnot. So I don't know if at any point I'm gonna ride that shit till it's gone, dude. Because I really do love that car. Part of me wants to get new rims for the car. Obviously, get new tires.
Yeah, you should do that part.
My bumper got scratched from some dumbass that didn't know how to drive.
When?
Oh, this was like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's another story for another day.
Okay.
So I do want to fix that, retint the car, get new rims, drop the car, maybe put a cold air intake in it, redo the exhaust, get a new sound system in there. You know, like that's all the stuff I do want to do with the car. But also, I just love it so much as is. Oh, I do miss having tints on it really bad.
Yeah.
Bro, remember how dark my tint was?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God, I miss it so much, especially now that it's summer. Because that tint would help out tremendously. So I might go ahead and go get that shit tinted to like the legal limit.
All right.
I had it at 10%.
So is your car still registered? Is it here? It's in New York, right?
No, my car's registered here.
Oh.
It's always been registered here. Well, okay. On the front of my car, I have a there's this, I think it's like a car rally race club. I think it was founded by Ken Block, who is like a huge like race guy, rally race guy, like, you know, and he passed away and whatever. But on the front of my car, there's the name of the brand is called Hoonigan.
Because I always think of hooligans.
Yeah. So the reason why it's on my car is there was a client that we used to have, right? And he was really cool. He was awesome. And he ended up passing away. And but like he would come by all the time. And one day he's like, "Yo, I got you this license plate for the front of your car." Oh, okay. And I was like, "Oh shit! All right, like I'm not a car guy, but yeah, let's throw it on there." So I think what would happen though, because it looks like a New York State license plate on the front, is I would go by state troopers, police, and they would just visibly see I had that on the front. Right. And then see my tint and be like, oh, it's a New York guy. You know what I'm saying? Until I had that dark ass tint for like 2 years, I think. No issues, bro. Nobody could see inside my car. Kept the car cool. Like, it was awesome. And then over the span of a month, I got pulled over like way too much and ended up getting a ticket. And again, around that time, I didn't have that much money. Right. So I had to peel the tint off myself, which took me several hours to do with one of my friends. Shout out to that homie. Yo, like it was freezing, bro. We were in my car, like scraping glue off the window. It's fucking crazy. And now I don't have tint on my car. I have a fishbowl. So I'm considering going out, getting it tinted again to the legal limit. And I also should really get a new key. Yes. So the really shitty thing is, like, when I go get my oil changed, I'm going to have to tell them, so to start the car, put the use the pliers with the key and then hold the fob near the ignition and then twist and it'll turn on. And then hold the fob next to the ignition for a few seconds and the car will be on. Right. They're going to hate me.
But then they're just going to look at you and be like, oh, this scumbag, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And they'll judge the book by the cover.
Lately I've been thinking about biting the bullet on like the $800 key fob.
Okay.
But then I'm like, I just can't justify it still.
Right. It's still a lot.
I fucking hate them.
Way too fucking much a lot.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens on the next. We'll just see what happens, dude.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know.
I would probably just trade my car in and get another one if I had to spend $800 on a fucking key.
Well, I still own this car.
Oh, okay.
We'll be done paying it off, I think, at the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken, something like that.
Oh, because we got our cars, because I went ahead and just paid that last year off.
Yeah, I think my car was a slightly more expensive too. I think.
Probably. Yeah, I think mine was 15, 16.
Oh no. Actually, I think it probably had a higher interest rate.
I think mine was 3.
I'm not gonna say what mine was, but I know it was higher than that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, yeah. So right now, I think I'm just paying on the interest at this point. I don't even know if I don't know. Anyway,
the 3 wasn't on my own. Let's clarify that, folks. I'm not that put together.
Well, you had
shout out, mama.
You had a co-signer?
Yeah, she actually had gotten her shit cleaned up at the time.
I could have co-signed my fucking car.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that.
You can refinance.
Nah,
for the last year.
Should I?
I mean, check into it and just see. I mean, because if there's even if it's a $20 or $30 difference.
That's true. Well, honestly, what I should have been doing the past year is just like doubling up my payments because I could. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you could have done that too.
Could have done that and had it paid off a lot sooner, but whatever. It is what it is.
We're here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we'll figure that out. First, I just got paid off. I really do want to go get my car tinted, but I don't want to be embarrassed by my key, dude. They would be like, "You said what?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's pliers in the car."
Do you want me to bring your car down there and we can act like it's my car?
No, what we should do, well, the place that I called to get my tint done, that guy said he ran into that issue before and he might be able to help me fix it.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't had the time to like go there, but I have a bunch of shit. I got to get an oil change. I got to change the tire. I got to do all that shit. I've been extremely tired this episode, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've been going through the motions with this one.
We've had to stop the episode like 4 times for him to take 5-minute naps.
We didn't do that.
They will never know.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Ants Rants.
Yeah, randomly.
I just been honestly, I just been going off because I'm in such a flow state of consciousness right now.
I like it though. And I didn't go off the rails much. I didn't talk about.
You didn't push it, yeah.
I didn't have to. You got into a mode.
Wait, what type of mode would you describe?
Where you just started talking and smiling.
Yeah.
I think like between you being tired and then me like doing the live beforehand,
it was a bad mix.
It threw you off.
It threw me way off. Yeah,
because like you weren't even looking at me. You were like head buried in the phone.
Yeah, I was like,
I never see you like that.
Yeah, I was just like, damn it, dude.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
I'm over here. We're trying to get shit, trying to push through. You know what I mean?
And answer this fucking scumbag.
And here we are.
Yeah.
At the end of episode 22.
22.
It is up on our socials, email, phone number.
Yeah.
Check out all the cool sponsors we have.
Yeah, got a couple now.
Get all that stuff going. That's all I got. Check out our social media.
Yeah, check it out.
But yeah, man, that's episode 22.
All right. Fuck your mouth.
Later.
Toodles.
The call you have made requires an initial deposit. Please hang up momentarily, listen for dial tone, deposit the amount specified on the instruction card, and dial your call again.
Anybody got a quarter?